A perfect start and a dream run. Sally Pearson's moment of Commonwealth Games triumph finally arrived last night when she won in comprehensive fashion the final of the women's 100 metres hurdle event. After the race, Pearson wept tears of joy and relief, a stark contrast to those tears of anguish we saw very much on public display after she was controversially disqualified from the final of the women's 100 metres sprint final. Now, also at the main stadium last night, Steve Hooker, as widely expected, took out the final of the men's pole vault event. He was challenged in the early stages by England's Stephen Lewis, but in the end there was nothing stopping Steve Hooker from notching up another gold medal, a crowd favourite and a famous victory for Steve Hooker in that event. Now, Australia's rugby sevens side had a rather mixed day yesterday. It came up initially in its early pool matches against Uganda and Sri Lanka. Not exactly big names in the world of international rugby, and the Australians managed to wipe the field with both of them. But then the Australians came up against somebody their own size in the form of England, and England prevailed in what was a tough encounter, winning 21 points to 19. But the Australians still are very much a serious medal prospect in the rugby. Now, Suresh Kalmadi, the chairman of the Games Organising Committee and quite possibly the most unpopular man in India, is under mounting pressure over those poor crowd sizes we're seeing at so many venues across the city. The latest case in point is the sparse turnout at the thrilling men's road race final on Sunday that saw Australia's Alan Davis triumph in a very competitive field that included the likes of Mark Cavendish. There were sparse crowds along the route, and Games organisers in particular had been hoping for bumper crowds at one of Delhi's main shopping centres, Connaught Place, a very short distance from where I'm standing. But you could find a Rajasthan rifle there on Sunday and not hit anybody. Suresh Kalmadi admits it wasn't a good look, but amongst others, he's now blaming the media for a very poor crowd turnout.
Most of the spectators were happy to see it on television, and also there was a news item which said that Connaught Place has been blocked for all people. So that had an impact on the people. But the starting point and finish point was well crowded. But we are making some improvements for, say, the marathon and for the other cycling event.
Suresh Kalmadi there, undoubtedly counting the days until these Delhi Games are over. Now, one of the highlights today is the men's hockey semi-final that pits Australia against New Zealand. Will the Australians triumph against both the Kiwis and the oppressive Delhi midday heat? We'll find out later today. And that's all for now from Delhi.